Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about inferiority complex. I'm going to be discussing my experience. Yeah, I'm going to be discussing my experience. Um, and I was, able to overcome it. So don't mind me, I'm just admiring myself. I wear glasses on the norms, and my eye seems to be disturbing me at this moment. But then I want to look fresh without the glasses. Well, it's not going to be for long because I'm still going to pick my glasses. As you can see, I have it here, so I'll still pick it away. But let me just, flex this beautiful face. Well, before we continue. All right, so if this is your first time on this channel, my name is Amarachi, and I'm the pilot of this channel. Yeah, on here I talk about my experiences on topics that are relevant to young adults, youths, and any person who is, trying to break life goals. So if you're that person you like to listen to gist, just hear other people's story and probably pick one or two lessons for it, then this is home for you. So make sure to subscribe, watch the video to the end, like it and share it. Alright, so without further ado, let's hop right into today's topic. Guys, you see this thing called inferiority complex. I don't know, I don't actually know what triggers it, but I want to believe it's triggered by, environment environment a person grew up in, like your family, how you were being brought up, where you find yourself, and probably some other experiences you've had in life. Naturally, I'm an introvert. Yeah, I like my space. Like, I so much like my space that I don't really use social media platforms that much too. I just hop on there one or two times. I don't use it that much. So even WhatsApp, I find it difficult chatting on WhatsApp. I can be with my phone reading, even if I don't have anything doing. I rather read novels all day. I'm not so much of a movie person, so I rather read novels all day and just be indoors. That's just my kind of person. So I think that personality trait also contributed to the whole thing, because now I'm able to understand it's just me liking my space. It's not me wanting, it's me not wanting other people in my space and stuff like that. Um, not being a social bird and understanding all this stuff. But then I come from a very strict home. My parents are strict. When I mean strict, they are strict. Even at this stage of my life, like at my age, at this point, slightly past my mid 20s, at this stage of my life, I am still scared of my parents. In fact, I believe every African is that way. No matter how free your parents are before now, I believe that no matter how free they are before now, or how free they treat you, you're scared of them. They can use the slippers, the African, what we call bedroom slippers here in Nigeria, or they use the tonigari stick to break your head. You in their eyes they're still a baby. So for me it's been like that since growing up. Yeah, and I grew up in this kind of home where if you go out, I'm actually the first child, the first daughter. So my own experience, like it's even different from that of my siblings. You get it. The strictness there with me and seems to want to end with me, but then probably, my younger sister, my direct younger sister had a touch of it. But like it's there with me, so you can imagine that. I couldn't then, when I go out, I can't really play with friends. I don't have friends. I don't play with friends. Because after playing with friends and coming back, hey, I'll be scolded. Yeah. I was gonna, why don't you comport yourself outside? Don't you know that when you go outside you have to comport yourself, organize yourself, keep yourself? And so when I'm outside, when children my mates are playing, gisting, catching cruise, having fun, I am sitting down one place. I remember I already have this introverted personality to start with. I'm always sitting down one place. I don't want media shout for me. I don't want to be scolded by my parents. You get, and it caused a lot of problem for me. I'm not even going to lie, because at some point, even in church, My friends in church, like at some point they felt like I was forming for them, because church was the only place I can go to. I don't go out. I During my secondary school days I was a boarder, so and I schooled very far from home. I traveled like to school and back. So when I come back, I am already, as slim as broom, and my dad would be like, don't go anywhere until you've recovered, and our break might just be 3 weeks. And so probably it's taking me 2 weeks to recover. I can't go out. The remaining 1 week, where am I going to? Who do I know? Nobody. So the only place, it's always home to church, home to church, home to church. So the only place I could have made friends, or I had friends, was in the church. And even those friends, I see, this kind of thing of, okay, today let's hang out, let's go. I cannot. They did not even want me when to go and tell my father or tell my mother, and there is a program in church today, and I want to go. And the youths or the teenagers are doing this and that, and I want to join them. See, I promise you, that's the time my mother will know that she wants to give me all, like she has some, outstanding jobs to give me, maybe clothes she wants me to wash or something she wants me to clean. Like that is when she knows she wants to do all of those. So I think all those things triggered it. Like it got so bad that at some point my friends my friends now do this thing of, okay, that day was my birthday and I came back. I came back home. It was the holidays, it was my birthday, and they were like, they are going to come to the house. Now, guys, how do I tell these people don't come to the house? When already, in fact, for before that time, like for like 2 weeks back, I've been damning the consequence. Anything my parents want to do, they should do it. I'm going to like roll with these people. So the first time, I think, coming back home, I remember my mom giving me some kind of, that kind of eye, and me doing as if I didn't understand what she was trying to pass across. And the second time, now mind that, just been the gather, putting together all those, that courage. So that third time was now the third week or so, was now my birthday, and they were like, they were going to come. And what prompted that was, we've had interactions now like for 2 weeks before then, and they're like, I thought you form. I thought you don't like me. I'm like, it's not like that. They're like, what is it? I cannot tell them my mother will hear. But then they sensed that. They actually noticed that. So, but then on my own, I can't actually tell them my parents will or my parents will not. So what I did was, I was like, it's not like that though. I just don't really know how to roll. And they're like, it's a lie. I didn't send it. So later they were like, we're coming to the house for your birthday. Hey, and see, let me tell you, the worst part of it is they're all guys. They're all guys. Like they're all guys. So imagine me, a girl, guys coming to visit me in my father's house. Oh my god. I said come. So I did not expect them to come. Now I was in my house, in the evening. I don't even know what I was doing with my mom actually. Outside, that's at the front of the house. So while we were there, we heard the knock on the gate. My siblings went to open the door. It was 5 men. It was 5 men, 5 guys, and they came into the house. Okay, so as they came into, my mind was beating, boom, boom, boom. My mind beating like that. I was like, okay. And they greeted my mom and everything. So I had to leave them and go and stay with. I had to leave my mom and go and stay with them. But before, I was shaking. I was in my mind. I was shaking. I said, God, I beg. Only for us, after a while, the boys sensed it. Now shout like they said it out loud to the hearing of my mom. Don't mind your mom that is sitting there. Yes, let sit down there. We'll do what we want to do. My mom now kind of felt so well. That was when she now left us and now went inside. And that was when I breathed out a bit. But then I was in my head, I was calculating something was going to happen. I'm going to die after this meeting, after they go. So luckily for me, it did not happen. So that's to tell you, like, I brought up the story to just tell you how, like, my family upbringing kind of contributed to it. Now I'm not actually blaming my parents. Yeah, they were trying to help me. In fact, I'm glad that they did, because it shielded me from certain things I would have been exposed to at that very young age. So I'm glad that they did. But at the same time, the side effect was, that inferiority complex that came with it. See, I can't walk on the road. If my mom sends me to go and buy something, right? I am going to be looking. I can't be walking and like looking up, like looking straight to where I'm going. It's not possible. I have this way of looking down, and I think it's also, in fact, it's not like it's still affecting me till today, because I can be walking straight, but I'm not looking. I know people are coming, but I'm not looking at their faces. I don't know how to explain this. Like, you can walk past me. I know you. I know you. But if you walk past me, I might not know you're the one walking past me because I am looking, but I'm not looking at your face. So I know there's somebody coming, but I'm not looking at who is coming. See, when I was in school, there was this day I was coming back from school and I was walking. I actually know how to walk fast, yeah. So I was walking. There was this bus that was parked, and I followed, let's say, the left side of the bus. Now someone was coming. I had to turn back to follow the right side. I saw people coming again, and it was like people were much. So I decided to turn Jordan. So like I did that turning for like two, three times. The next, I just after I did the next, when I finally passed, I was now walking. One guy had to drag me back. I was like, Mara, what happened? I've been coming. Is it that I'm like sorry? I did not see you. It was like there's no way you. I said before God, that man, I don't see you. I did not see you. And truly, I did not see you. So it's that bad. Now about how because I don't want this video to be a very long video. Yeah, about how I was able to overcome it. See, guys, I'm not coming to list anything for you. I'm not coming to give you a list of I did this, I did that, I did. I'm just coming to be real, like authentic to you. For me, my own experience, I think time healed or cured whatever. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I think it was time, right? I think it was time. It was until the point where I came to the realization that I have to live for myself. I have to understand what I want. I have to work towards what I want. And I have to stand by what it is I want. Right? And so, gradually doing that, trying to figure myself out and work, like consciously work towards it, tend to like kind of brought like increase my level of confidence. Now that's now spread to other areas of my life. So now I'm this kind of person that when, let's say, there's a wedding occasion and I'm coming alone, or maybe I'm coming with people but they are there before me, walking into that room full of people, I just in my mind I just be like, dig the ground, let me enter, dig the ground, let me enter. And the worst is maybe I now get there, I didn't see maybe the person I was looking for, the person that invited me. Hey, the way I will be boiling because what am I doing? I might even sit down there, you just see me just one place like that. I'll just sit down, I will not look around, and it was bad. And there's this other thing I noticed. Eh, Inferiority makes you lose your glow. Now you see this thing about beauty. I'm a lady, I'm beautiful, and I know. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, but there's this thing about confidence, right? No matter how beautiful you are, you can lose your glow, right? If you're not confident in yourself. Now, you might be beautiful, your face card is 100, your body card is 100, but the way you carry yourself matters. That's the way people address you. So because you're not so proud and so confident in yourself, you find yourself, how do I explain it? You just find yourself just losing out. I don't know how to explain it, but you shall find yourself not. I don't know the English, but I know if you're experiencing this, you understand what I'm saying. You will never be beautiful to yourself, and you will not carry yourself with that air of beauty and confidence. Now, because you're not doing that to yourself, it is not radiating. Other people can't see it. Other people can't notice it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it makes sense to you, right? So it's have to boil down to you coming to the realization of you have to understand yourself, what you want for yourself, work towards it by yourself, encourage yourself, and before you know it, it just happens. It's just like growth, right? You don't know when you're adding, maybe you are growing, right? You don't know when your height is adding up, but just all of a sudden you just see that you are grown, just like that. That's what happened with this inferiority complex of the kid. It's time. Once you realize you have to be matured, once you realize you have to, you have to grow up, once you realize people need you, the world needs you, and you need to go out and make things happen and get things done, you would then figure out a way to like grow. So for me, I would say it's time. So it's basically time and self-discovery. For me, it was a bumpy ride. Now I said it was a bumpy ride because um I'm I was a people pleaser, right? And it was more um being a people pleaser because I didn't really have much around me. It was more of my family. I was always wanting to say yes to everything my parents wanted, irrespective of if it was what I wanted for myself or not. Now I was always saying yes to them. But now I'm growing. I know that I need to pave a way for myself. I need to figure out what I want to do. Now I also came to the realization that what I want to do, it, it's not really what they want me to do, right? And I came to figure out that they don't do it consciously, right? But sometimes, somehow, it's more like they want you to live out, like to live their life. I don't know how to put it. Now, I've noticed it not just for myself. I've like talked with people, friends, right? And I figured out it's an African thing or it's a Nigerian thing where you see maybe parents having this notion of they've sacrificed so much for you, and so they are forcing you to live that life they could not live. It's they don't do it consciously, it's kind of subconsciously. So for you now, you have to break free from that, from that bound, for you now to be able to do what you want to do. For me, it was a tug of war because I had to learn to tell my parents no. I had to learn to tell them I don't want this. Now, for them, I was being a rebellious child. But me, I know that I'm a very good girl. Me, I know that I'm a very good girl and I'm not somebody that likes. I know that I'm a very good girl and I'm not somebody that likes, what will I call it? I don't do a lot of things. I don't even have a social life for them to be scared. But parents will always be parents, right? They always look out for you. So I I had to fight my way out. I had to say no to a lot of things. This is how I want. At some point, see, at some point, I had to sit my mom down. I tried explaining to her, which the truth is, she did not even get the picture then. I tried explaining to her that, see, I understand you're looking out for me, but you have to understand that I also have my life to live. At this stage of my life, you just what I need you to do is, advise me, guide me, but don't force me to do what you want to do. So now when you figure out this is what I want to do and you feel like it's not the right path to play, call me, sit me down, tell me, I noticed you want to do this. Why do you want to do it? Listen to me why I want to do what I want to do. Then if you feel like it's not make sure you're not being biased. Just make sure that you are being objective about it, not necessarily because of your emotional attachment or whatever, and that's making you to like turn down whatever it is I want to do. Like, talk to me. You understand where I'm coming from? Like, explain to me, then you tell me. If you see that it's still not making sense to you, don't tell me, okay, for me, I would advise so, 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 and so. And I'll tell you thank you, right? And I would go. But I'm someone that my parents' words ring in my head at every point in time, every situation I find myself. My parents' words always ring in my head, like it guides me, and I'm not going to lie about that. It does. It guides me. So, but I feel like sometimes they don't know they are making that kind of impact, and so somehow they're trying to force it into you, and there's no way you would explain. There's no better way to explain. I understand what you're saying. Then how best do you want to explain it? You get. So that's the whole thing for me. Like, I don't know how to put it. In fact, I don't know how to put it, but I'll just tell you it's self-discovery. Me and my mom fought. Like, when I mean fight, it's not exchange of blow, no. But it's even took me leaving the house. Like, I was in school, I figured out, okay, I have to give them break. I stopped coming home. And at that moment I knew that I needed money. I had to look for jobs to do. I was into writing, so I was taking up writing gigs. I even had to like work at a restaurant at some point in time. I was just doing different things. So I would have my money. And I would not really have, I would not really have to call them at home and ask them for money, and they will use that one to hold me down, to tie me and say you must do this. Why are you calling? So I'm not saying if I won't get this stubborn head to do things my own way, I have to work out my this thing and make my own money. So I did all those, and after a while, I don't know how it happened, but I just knew that self discovery, that breaking off from home, gave me this independence, and now the confidence came with that independence. Now I can sit down anywhere and have conversation with anybody. Do you know, till now, sometimes I just visit myself and I'm like, is this me? Am I the one having this conversation? Or why didn't I feel a certain way walking um into this crowd of, or walking, into this crowd of people? Why did I not do this? But guys, I just figured out that it happened. It happened. So if you notice, it's a gradual process. So if you notice you're this person suffering from inferiority complex, I would advise that first of all, sit yourself down, ask yourself, what do I want for myself? This and this and this I'm doing now, is this what I want? Why am I doing these things? Is it because I want it, or is it because someone wants it? Is it because I want it, or is it because my family wants it? Now, see, first of all, make sure you are doing the right thing. Make sure you are not going against make sure you're not doing anything immoral. Let me use that word. Let me put it this way. Make sure that you're not doing anything immoral and illegal. Now, since you're not doing anything immoral or illegal, sit back and ask yourself, this thing I'm doing, or this thing I want to do, why do I want to do it? Why am I doing it? Is it for myself? Is it for my family? Is it for myself, or is it for my maybe girlfriend, boyfriend, or my partner in quote? Why am I doing what I'm doing? See, at this point, you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. You have to first understand yourself and do stuff for yourself before thinking of doing for the others. I don't know if that makes sense. Now, that's the right kind of selfishness, right? See, there is selfishness and there is humanity. You can be selfish and still be human and have empathy and compassion. So, being selfish in this context is positive, right? You have to be selfish. Now, I want to figure out, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This. Then you figure out how to go about it. If maybe what you're doing is what you actually want to do, keep doing it. But you see those things that tie you to people, you cut it off. You now gradually start walking out of your shell. Now, if you watch my previous video I made about how friendship almost made me lose myself, or lose myself, you find out that I'm this kind of person that have a very small circle, right? So because I'm this person that have a very small circle, it was difficult for me to walk out. Now this is what me I did. I I don't want to sound too spiritual, right? But I have to. I had to pray about the whole thing, right? After praying about it, I had to summon the elements of the earth to work in alignment with what I want. So it's more like me telling God, I don't want to walk outside of what you want for me. Help me walk in alignment with what you want for me. And let the universe and its elements work in alignment with what you want for me. So it means I'm on the same page with God and the universe is on the same page with me. Now I had to now say, okay, which means I've gotten God's favor, I've gotten the favor and the go ahead from everything, from God, from the universe, and everything involved, right? So I knew that, okay, I have to start gradually to do things I've been scared to do. Thank God. For me, my breakthrough year was 2020. I'm not even going to lie. For me, it was 2020. Yours can be today, yours can be this year, yours can be next year. For me, it was 2020. Now, okay, the whole COVID made everything digital and it was sweet. That was when I started a community myself. Like, imagine me that is scared of like people talking in crowd, like in front of a crowd, and doing stuff. I started a community by myself, and this community is not just for Nigerians. It was a community that housed Africans, Africans in Africa and Africans in diaspora. Now that's to tell you how large it was. Now I was in charge of it was more like a show, talk show, right? But it's kind of a digital talk show. It was on WhatsApp. And so I was in charge of looking for I had a team I was working with quite alright. So I was in charge of looking for resource persons. Now I have to look for people from different African countries. Now it pushed me to now go outside of my comfort zone of reaching out to someone and being like, hello. See, I'm so scared of rejection. But I had to fight it. I had to reach out to people at that moment and be like, hello, I have this program that we do this, and this, and I went through your profile, or yeah, I went through your profile and the rest, and I see that you're fit. Well, plenty English, no, as I TikTok, I'm not as I TikTok them, but I'm just trying to give you a chance. So I went through your profile and I think you're fit for the next topic we're supposed to have. So I don't know if you'll be available for to grace our show with your presence and talk on this topic. See, guys, I was broke. I didn't have money to give, but then I took that leap, and a lot of them turned up. It gave me nets like it gave me like contact of so many people that I was shocked that I could reach out to. You understand? It gave me friends like colleagues, partners, turned friends. See, it did a whole lot of things. So for me, if you figure out, like I told you, figure out what you want yourself first. Time does the whole thing. Then self-discovery, then consciously working towards it, like consciously taking steps, like gradually coming out of your shell. All these things now gradually boost your confidence. Now as your confidence is increasing, before you know it, um okay, let me put it like this. Let me give this quote. Inferiority complex is inversely proportional to confidence. Yeah, quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. Inferiority complex is inversely proportional to confidence. Now that goes to say, if your inferiority complex is high, your confidence is low. If your confidence is high, your inferiority complex is low. So the more you keep growing your confidence, before you know it, inferiority complex will diminish. You would search for it and you would not see it. I promise you. You would search for it and you will not see it. So I hope you picked one or two from this. I think I've said so much and I hope I made sense. I hope I made sense, right? It's something you can do. You can actually do it. You just have to take conscious effort. Pray about it. See, me, I hammer on prayer a lot to pray about it and work towards it. Praying and working. So let me reiterate like the points again. First, the main thing is time. Time does the magic. But now in that space of time, you have to ask yourself what it is you want. Whatever it is you want, figure out what you want for yourself. If what you're doing is for yourself as it's for someone else, be selfish. Make sure you're doing what you want to do for yourself and you're getting the fulfillment you want to do for it. Take the big leaps, do what you want to do, leave your shell, gradually step out of your shell, gradually, then try and join a community. You just have to be yourself. Like, for me, I find it hard joining community. In fact, before now, I used to tell myself that I'm not this proactive person, but I finally figured out that I'm actually a proactive person. I was just the person holding myself back. So I figured that I'm a proactive person. Like, I like to reach out when given a task or something to do. I like to reach out first and how do we go about this? But before now, because of this whole inferiority confidence and inferiority complex and lack of confidence, I really don't know how to ask those questions or reach out to people. I'm always, what will they say? What if they see me as doing too much? What if they reject me and the whole lot of that? So that's it. That's all I have to tell you. I hope this blesses someone. I hope this gives someone direction on how to take that big step, right? I'm rooting for you. It's not an easy feat. Like for me, I told you mine was a bumpy ride. I fought with family. Yes, I fought with family. I ran away from the house. I'm sure back to the house now. I'm back home. I'm back home. Not like I'm in the house, but like I am back home. Like I come around the house and we do our things. I wouldn't tell you my mom is okay with everything I do. No. Never will I tell you my dad is okay with everything I do. No. But somehow they had to come in terms with it. And I also have to make sure I wasn't doing anything immoral or illegal. I was doing the right things I'm supposed to do. I know they might not understand now, but with time they will understand. They'll be grateful that they will even be grateful. They might not even see it as they might just see it as a rebellious age. But I know I'm going to be grateful for taking the leap I did. So, and I know if you start now, you would also be grateful, and you would also have time to share your experience. So that's that for today. See you next time. If you have not subscribed, please do so. And also drop a comment. Let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know that, you know, this video touched you, or you got something, there was something you learned from the video, so it will encourage me to keep making more. So it will encourage me to keep making more of this kind of videos. So subscribe, share, like, drop a comment and I'll respond to you. All right, until next time. See ya. Bye.